Greetings, it is I, Dreadscape Gaming. Why is my video capture always do that? How are all you doing? We're going to be playing Repo, but apparently Repo did not recognize on the game capture, which is always kind of funny when it does that. But hey, I just broke your immersion. Did you really expect any different? Here we go. Usually it auto enables, but it didn't that time. So we're going to be playing Repo today. I'm going to be doing some solo runs. We're going to be having a pretty chill, cool vibe day. I just want to vibe, so I was like, I'll play some Friend Slop, even though, generally speaking, Friend Slop it's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. I'm not big on Friend Slop games, but I do really enjoy myself a little bit of Repo every once in a while. So, let's get into it. I have a save file that I've already done. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of pick up the same save file. I'm on like the 4th rotation, which means I'm probably going to fail at it. I am also playing on controller because I do not enjoy mouse and keyboard. I've stated the reasons before. If you're new to the channel, you probably don't know about it, but I have like a lot of carpal tunnel in my hands, as well as tendonitis in my arms, so it's personally better for me to play this way. 4th rotation. Let me get these weapons queued up. This will probably affect my actual model a little bit because I do ironically have those keys set to my reactions, so every time I select one of those weapons items, I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that. We got the museum back to back. I already, before stream started when I was doing this run, we got the museum. So I'm surprised. I didn't think you could get the same map 2 times in a rotation. I am a bit better at this game than I used to be, but that's not saying a whole bunch. Like, I've done fairly well with certain things. We need to make 11,000 Ooh, we found. Now we have an extra incentive today to not fail this run, because we do have an R.E.P. crate. These crates give you cosmetics, so you can change your character, for those of you who don't know. So, just for example, you see here, that's what my character kind of looks like right now. He's like a nerdy hobo. We spent all our VTuber budget and streamer budget. It's a running joke. That's not actually the case, though. Alright, so let's see. We got that. Okay, so let me check one other thing if these guys don't mind. Hopefully this doesn't run the run. Okay, we were in green on OBS. I want to make sure. Wasn't too sure sometimes. The one thing I prefer about Twitch is I feel like our stream quality is much better than it is on YouTube. Because YouTube be YouTube. There's free extraction points. Ooh. So that means we have to make over 30,000 by ourselves. That's not going to be easy to do. If you could pick up certain items, that would be great. Like, some things in this map look like you would be able to grab them, and then they're not. We're gonna have to... I don't think I can reach that. Is there a cliff I can jump from? No, there's not. This is where that climb upgrade that they were raving about in one of the videos the dev was talking about. Okay, I was able to get that. I broke it a little bit. That's okay. Considering I'm all on my lonesome here, it's gonna be a bit of a challenge. It wasn't there? Maybe it was on that side? 11,000 is a very tall order, though. In there. Wasn't there another one here? No. I'm jumping at my shadows. When I hear the eerie music, I always get scared. Because it's so unsettling, though. It's a balloon kid here. I remember Zen, who I collabed with in this game a couple weeks back, warned me about touching that's actually a trap. It's the newbie trap. I don't think we're going to be able to make it out here, because it sounds like there's a tick. It sounds like there's a lot of stuff getting thrown at us very early on in rotation 4. Oh no. It's okay. We'll do our best. Do your best, do your best, put the magic to the test. That's not how that song goes whatsoever, but I'm gonna deal with it that way, right? Sometimes when I get nervous, I like to sing. Who doesn't? I'm not the world's greatest singer. There will be a World's Worst Karaoke, Volume 3, sometime this week. I did mention it on social media. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing it on Twitch, because I don't know how karaoke rules work on Twitch TV. I know on YouTube I'll get hit with, like, content. Not like a copyright strike, but like a content strike. Which means it'll probably be an unarchived karaoke. I will re-air the World's Worst Karaoke Volume 2 that I did a while back. We're gonna have to go through the balloons, which means you can't pop them. We gotta be very... Oh, jeez Louise. It's gonna be a very tight corner. Oh no. Let's look around. I need to see if there's any actual items, because with 11,000 quota, we gotta do that for... Oh, I almost hit the balloon there. Oh. Okay, that scared me, because I thought... I don't know if it's honestly a good idea to take the cart all over the place with me, just because of the amount of balloons. So I'm gonna try... Oh, that makes a lot of noise. I'm gonna try to just grab some loose items, bring it back to the cart. Maybe the safer play here, as opposed to trying to drag that cart all around with me. We're not gonna stray too far away from the cart, just enough that I can observe the area and grab some items that are small items while trying to avoid the balloons, because I feel like with this amount of balloons that we have here, it's a very tall order. Because if I pop one of these, the balloon kid's gonna come at me. I do have the ray gun though, so I have to remember that. I make some pretty foolish mistakes sometimes, where I will, for all intents and purposes, forget I have weapons on me when I'm doing these runs, and then I forget to use them. There's nothing here. Oh man, this run is gonna come down to one really big item, I think. Let me check this room over here. This is the room? See, I'm kind of already lost. There's the cart. Let's check the room over here. Okay, there's another small item. I'm kind of concerned because I don't see any big items whatsoever, so I don't know if we're even going to be able to make this quota multiple times. It feels like this run might be cursed. Rotation 4, I didn't expect they were going to pull any punches here, obviously, but... Oof. They ain't making it easy on Dread, that's for sure. Hold on. Flashed. I saw something get marked. What was it? Aw, damn. Oh, you gotta be kidding. This is quota right here, but the problem with it is I have to move it. I have to drag it. Don't... I just had to, like, parkour that. Is this the only way I'm gonna be able to do this? If I don't damage it too much, this will be enough. I can't really lift it because the plate will move. I don't think this is gonna work out in our favor. Sneaky devs, sneaky devs. Like, I have to drag it, but here's the problem for those of you who don't know. Any of the balloons that I take right now, Balloon Kid will mess with the run. I can't even... I don't know if this is the... I know this is probably not the way to... Oh, no. I need to make sure the balloons, that's why. Because I gotta plot my route effectively here. And without realistically being able to see which direction I'm going in. Case in point, I think I overshot it, yeah. It becomes a bit scary. The other issue, too, is dragging this in. I have to move away real quick, because if not, I get killed. Okay, that was enough to make the first quota. With a little bit of extra money over. That's a plus. Whew. Let's go. Now, we can't fail the run because that's a rare cosmetic. I grab this money, though. If you got no money, you got no honey, as the saying goes. Now, the question is, does anybody remember where I put the cart? Because I was so concerned with that, and I gotta watch out for the balloons still. I think it was this way. Can I sneak in without touching a balloon? We can. I heard the laser beams. I almost panicked there. Dreadknights, I really panicked there. I am fake. I thought we were hitting there. Okay. We gotta find a checkpoint. I'm hoping there's one there. I mean, so far so good. Which means I'm going to jinx this run almost certainly by saying that. The highest I've gotten in a group play... Oh, shoot. Where are you? Why are you setting up more balloons, kid? I hear one. I might have to shoot them, which I don't really want to do. Alright, we have no choice. Wait, why did I drop it? Pick it up! Jesus Christ, I shot myself. No! Where did it go? No! No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Where's my weapon? Where's my weapon? Take that. Ah! Oh my goodness. 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 Where's my gun? Where's my gun? This run is over. Damn kid. I knew the balloon kid was gonna ruin the run, man. That was like the worst time for that to happen. Oh well. We got up to rotation 4. C'est la vie, Dreadknights. It'd be like that sometimes. No! We did well, though. Rotation 4 is pretty impressive. It just wasn't good enough. Oh well. C'est la vie. Let's play a sound alert for that, because I forgot I have one. I was trying to shoot the gun. I am on controller, though, so I didn't know I had to continue to hold it. Should have pressed Y. It's very hard to deal with it on the controller, I will say that much. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to move something over a little bit on OBS, because I can't drag the bar down, which happens sometimes. Ripperoni. Run back time. Dreadknights. Let's do it. Okay. Lock in, Dread. 4 rotations was pretty good, though. 5 would have been better. I'm mad because we lost the loot for the cosmetic, but, I mean, that's part of the game. I'm not really a fan of the station. Machinex station, however you pronounce it. One of my least favorite. I knew that run was going to be cursed the minute I saw the teacup area. You know, it just wasn't meant to be. Let's pick up this. I think this is supposed to be like a bracelet. Maybe a friendship bracelet. Let me tell you about some friendship, Dreadknights. I'll tell that story in a little bit. I do have some tea I want to spill necessarily, because something that's been bugging me. But we'll talk about that in a bit. I want to lock in at least for the first round, and then once we get into a good groove with R.E.P.O, I'll start talking about it. Speaking of tea, let's go for here. I am actually pretty excited for the update that's going to be coming out. They haven't announced exactly when it's going to be released, but they're working on it. Next update, they're going to add a new map to the game, which I think is going to be pretty good, because, like, I recently started playing R.E.P.O. I didn't play it on launch. I picked it up on sale when there was the cosmetic update, because it was, like, really dirt cheap at the time. And I didn't really expect to really get into this game the way I have. Because, like, I have Peak, right? And Peak, for me, was, like, one of those games that I thought the concept was really interesting, but I couldn't, for the life of me, I couldn't get into it. But because I'm, like, a fan of horror, and I'm also, like the whole atmosphere of this game and the concept, and I've played with people. Like, I would jump into online lobbies, but the problem with that is because online lobbies, public lobbies in particular, you never know who you're going to end up with. Sometimes you get people saying racist stuff. Sometimes you'll get kids that are just not supposed to really be on games of this nature, especially in public lobbies, and they, you know, I would feel very weird with that. Then sometimes you get people who are blasting soundboards and stuff. Oh my god, hi. Goodbye. Goodbye, you can have that area. That's fine. I will go look for loot elsewhere while that creepy whatever the hell you call that thing is leaves me alone. We can always look for, like, a loot crate while we wait. We can always pick some stuff up and take it over to the area. Like, I'll bring this back so it doesn't go in the cart, because this going in the cart wouldn't be necessarily the best of ideas. Let's make sure I don't break it. I have gotten better with the control scheme, though. I just wish, like, somebody had made a little bit better optimization for it, but they did their best considering the Steam Workshop, in my opinion. Look at the crying face. The taxman doesn't have any money. Remember, pay your taxes. Like Erwin R. Shyster would have said in WWE. You can cheat death, you can cheat on your wife, but you can't cheat on your taxes. It was one of the worst wrestling gimmicks, but he was also one of the best wrestling gimmicks. Like, I loved the time period when it was Money Incorporated, where it was the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and IRS together as a team. They were like the tag team champions, and they beat, like, at the time, the Natural Disasters, which was a combination of Earthquake, aka John Tenta. May he rest in peace. I'm a big wrestling nerd, for those of you who don't know. And also, oh my goodness, Fred, aka Tugboat, aka the Shockmaster, which I doubt anybody here probably that's actually watching is familiar with the Shockmaster, which was a really terrible WCW gimmick where, like, Sting was going against the Four Horsemen, which at the time was Arn Anderson, Ric Flair, I think it was Tully Blanchard, maybe? I could be wrong on that one. And, like, Sid Vicious. No, it was, like, Harlem Heat. Correction, it was Harlem Heat. One member of Harlem Heat, or I think both members of Harlem Heat. Arn Anderson, Ric Flair, and Sid Vicious. That was one team. It wasn't really so much the Four Horsemen, but it was a weird conglomerate of them. On top of that, then Sting's team was like the Steiner brothers when they were in WCW for that time period. And a couple of other dudes, and they were going to have a mystery partner. So it was the Shockmaster. So Shockmaster is basically Tugboat, aka Typhoon in WWE, who crashes through the wall in a silver Stormtrooper helmet. So it's supposed to be this really cool angle and stuff, and what ends up happening is Fred misses his footing, breaking through the wall, and trips over, like, the 2x4 that's supposed to prop him up, and he goes falling on his behind, and his head, like, the Stormtrooper helmet falls off, and he becomes, like, the laughing stock of wrestling. So much so that even during the angle that they're doing, like, the wrestlers say, he just fell on his behind. They didn't say behind this, that's something else. And you can audibly hear it on television. Because it was actually a televised thing that was going. It was live TV too, which made it worse. And back then, like, there wasn't too much wrestling that was actually live, but this was, like, something for, like, Clash of Champions, I think it was. It was promoting the pay-per-view. And he forever became a joke. So much so that, like, they did the one match with the Shockmaster, and they had to, like, retire the gimmick for a while. Then they tried to repackage him as the Super Shockmaster. They never could get that gimmick over because it was just, like, it had died the minute that he fell through the wall. It had no credibility. But to think about it, like, WCW back then, was WCW, this is, like, 90s, roughly, like, mid-90s WCW wrestling. It wasn't very good. It was pretty bad, and they did some really dumb stuff. Like, at one point, they had RoboCop come out to help Sting, like, the actual RoboCop from the movies. So this is, like, when RoboCop 2, I think, had been out in the movie theater, so they were promoting that. There's also the... Oh, I don't know if I can lift this, can I? Can. I overshot it. Okay. I mean, we made mostly quota here, but the thing is I want to see... Is that everywhere? I just want to check this last room to see if there's a loot crate. Cosmetic box, and then we'll go to the next one. So, you know, WCW was known to do, like, really bad gimmicks in the 90s. A lot of them. I think their best cheesy gimmick that honestly got over was... Most people know him as William Regal, but he started in WCW as Lord Steven Regal, where he was, like, supposed to be a British aristocrat. And he had some really good banger matches back then. And then, obviously, he went by his real name in WWE, William Regal, which I think was better. Unfortunately, WWE never truly used William Regal to his full potential compared to, like, WCW. Because, like, in WCW, William Regal was a United States champion multiple times. Yeah, there's no loot boxes. That's unfortunate. But we made 19,000 this run. I just gotta make sure that we can get the guitar for here. It was kinda, like, funny. I mean, I enjoyed cheesy 90s WCW because it had a bit of charm to it. And, like, it wasn't exactly trying to copy WWE with the golden era, you know, because WWE early 90s, mid 90s was, like, still kind of going through growing pains, so there was... I gotta be careful, I'll get killed if that drops down on me. So, like, back then, we made 22,000. This was actually a really good run. Back then, like, WWE was pushing Bret the Hitman Hart. They had, what, Razor Ramon, a.k.a. Scott Hall, Diesel, a.k.a. Kevin Nash. Shawn Michaels was in and out of things. You know, they were trying to figure out their transitional period because a lot of stars were leaving, which then jump-started, like, the WCW Monday Night Wars, where it was Monday Nitro. And there was also... what do you call it? It was Monday Nitro. Yeah, it was Monday Nitro where, like... And, you know, like, things were blowing up because Hogan had moved over there. It was fascinating, to say the very least. I was hoping we were gonna get some strength upgrades. Because it's really hard to solo without the strength upgrades. We didn't even have a health upgrade here? Oh, that's rough. There's the Tumble Climb launch. I'm gonna actually... I haven't tried this ever. I heard that you could do some pretty cool things with it. I don't know how it actually works, but we'll test it out because I don't have anything better that I can get for an upgrade. So we might as well figure out how it works. Extra jump upgrade. I don't really need that. Let's take some stamina, I guess. I don't got really much of another choice. Can I afford this? I mean, I made so much money I can afford a couple things. Do we have, like, a good weapon at least? Like a beam rifle? It's 18k? Why is the bolt zapper so expensive? I take a shockwave. Some people probably want me to take some of that stuff out for the bolt zapper. Is it worth it? If I take this out, how much do we have? We can probably afford the bolt zapper. I just won't have the stamina. I don't know if we can... My math might be off. I think that's 24k. I guess we're not testing it out? We can test it out, but I gotta get rid of that. Okay, that's the best we can do. Game through some stuff at us, but it wasn't anything necessarily interesting. I mean, I was hoping for some health upgrades, because I need them in solo play desperately to be able to handle it, because there's certain enemies that can one-shot you. When they one-shot you, it's not good, guys. Alright. Let's pick this up. Good. Okay, good. How does this work, exactly? I don't understand how it works. How are you supposed to use it? I don't get it. Okay, well, I think that was a waste of upgrade. Anyway, to the next round, shall we? Loading! Castle. Level 2, Swift Broom Academy. Boom. Let's go through. Boom. The one good thing of this game, too, is I can yap a bit. So, yeah, you know, I've been doing okay. I'm been dealing with some nonsense. I gotta be honest with you all, Dreadknights. I haven't talked about this nonsense ever on stream. I try to talk about it without revealing too much, but unfortunately there's a lot of people that kind of already know anyway. So I don't even know if I would consider them a friend, because I don't think I would personally at this point. But like, I had an acquaintance, right? Very long time ago. And this acquaintance of mine, was somebody I know from, you know, doing stuff in the VTubing world, right? And I don't know, it's been a couple years at this point. We had a very good, I guess, rapport with each other for a while. And I think, like, probably like a year into the rapport, maybe a little less. I think it was closer to 6 months. The person that I had a pretty good rapport with, you know, I wouldn't say a friend necessarily, because I don't really consider anybody in the VTuber sphere necessarily. Maybe outside of Zen, because I've collabed enough with Zen that I actually know them well enough that I would consider them like a friend. I go into their streams, I hang out with them. Same thing with Terrence. I've gone into Terrence's streams quite a bit. But I had, like, this person that was kind of like an acquaintance and stuff, and we were pretty cool. And after a while of being pretty cool, I noticed that they were constantly copying me. Not like copying me necessarily in a bad way, where they're stealing content or anything of that nature. But they were copying me in the sense that they were mimicking my expressions, they were making references to stuff that I would say. The usual type of stuff, right? Or maybe it's not necessarily usual, but usually, like, from a psychology standpoint, right? When people start mirroring your behavior, it's because usually they have developed some type of, I don't want to necessarily say feelings, but I'm going to use that potentially as a thing where sometimes people develop, like, an attraction, feeling, something along that nature. So that's why they generally will mirror each other, because it's, from a psychological standpoint, it's them trying to build a very good rapport. So this person had mirrored me for quite a while and stuff, and me, who, hold that thought, because I gotta get this over here. Me, who, you know, as a very naive content creator back then, decided to reciprocate it because I thought this was a person that was generally cool, down to earth, into some of the stuff that I'm into. I can't necessarily list it, but a lot of the stuff that I really like, stuff that I really like to talk about that I can never, oh, hold that for, talk about on stream is stuff that they like. And for a while it was kind of okay, and I kind of, I have a gun that I probably could have used against that. I just realized that. I did reciprocate a little bit, because I started, I don't want to, should we use it? Oh shit, we would definitely have to use it now. I'm not hitting him! Oh, please, please be enough to kill him. Please be enough to kill him. Oh, jeez, that's not enough? What do you want from me, blood? Oh, jeez. Oh, no. I don't think he could get me here. Oh my goodness, that's so funny, man. This is what I love about this game. Oh, you don't see me. You don't perceive me. I'm like John Cena. You can't see me. I mean, we shot him a whole bunch of times. He's not going to be happy with me. I have to get that gun back to then be able to charge it. Oh, no. I did not think this through, Dreadknights, at all. I didn't. I didn't think about this at all. It's okay. Do you think he's gone? I don't want to, like, pop my head out and then find out he's just going to creep on us. Oh, jeez, man. I'm down to 50 health, too. At least he didn't destroy the loot. Let's go find the gun. Did he break the gun? Oh, no, that would be... Do you remember where he started to attack us? Oh, there it is. It's got no more charge. I had to go back to base and charge it. What was I doing? Does anybody remember what I was doing? I think we should get quota and not, like, adventure too far away right now. I think we should just play it a bit on the safe side. So yeah, like I was saying before, you know, with this particular friend, we were starting to build a bit of a, I guess, a rapport. And they were mimicking me and stuff, and I was quite receptive to it, because like I said, they were somebody that I shared a few things in common, and I thought they had a pretty good head on their shoulders, and were kind, you know, caring, didn't seem like they had a mean bone in their body, which is, you know, something that I generally gravitate towards, is people who are kind, as I always say it here, even though I've had to be pretty mean recently, which I don't like to ever be. But, you know, I always like to be kind to everyone when possible, but even I have my limits. So things were going kind of okay for a while, and then, I don't know, things change, I guess, is, I guess, the best way to put it. There was, like, a conflict, like, 3 years ago at this point, where we got into a bit of a disagreement, because I felt like they were making fun of me for Christmas. They were mocking me. Called me the Grinch. Like, it was very verbally abusive from my perspective. So I kind of went my separate way for a while. And then we had kind of, I guess the best way to put it, rekindled a little bit. Because, you know, again, it was like somebody that was very supportive for a while on the channel. And, you know, just of me and the endeavors that I was doing as a content creator. And what ended up happening then is we rekindled for a while and it was kind of okay. And then after a while, it just became the same thing again, where after, I don't know what it is with them, but they become, I guess when they're having a bad day, maybe is the best way to put it. They become verbally abusive. And I also started to notice that the way they were treating our individuals kind of showed me a side of them that I particularly became a bit wary about. So this was like 2 years into the friendship, I guess you could say, or acquaintanceship, because I don't know if I would really consider them, again, like I said, necessarily a friend. Because it's not like I went out to have like tea and crumpets with them. Not that I actually have tea and crumpets, but you know, I thought we were kind of, you know, at least had some mutual respect, and was somebody that maybe in time I could have potentially become friends with, or you know, even thing. But what ended up happening is things they like were having, I guess, a stressful time in their life. I didn't know anything that was going on because it's not like they ever really truly communicated to me what was going on. And what ended up happening is more conflicts eventually ensued, and these conflicts got worse and worse to the point where I just was like, I've dealt with this already one time. I really don't feel like dealing with this again, even if you do, you know, care for said friend or person, because it's like every time that they're having a bad day or a bad mood or a mood swing, or I don't know what I would even consider it, because it's like ups and downs to the point where I question maybe if they're bipolar or something. I don't mean that in the meanest way, but it just kind of feels like it from, again, a psychological standpoint. It became very difficult to deal with. So I went about my business again, like I usually do. Because, you know, Dread, I play video games. I hang out on many people's streams. I like to support everybody. Case in point was like in Nova Akemi's stream yesterday for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. This Nova's like a chill person. Is like one of the few VTubers that actually really plays Yu-Gi-Oh! And doesn't like play it because they're getting paid to do it, like sponsorship wise or whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but they're always are playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Like me. I always usually be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. I hate like the format and stuff, and I'll complain, I'll whine, and I'll moan about it. But I enjoy playing the game, even when I'm not enjoying playing the game, if that makes sense. Yeah, so when I hang out. Oh, I broke the door. That's gonna be a problem when I go to run back, maybe, potentially. That might be. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. So, you know, what ended up happening then was we had a second kind of fight. I don't know. Oh, damn, this guy again. Let's just wait on this a second, because he's trying to clap. I don't know if does his life points regen? Does anybody know in chat? Does he, like, have regenerative HP? Because I could finish this, but I want to check the last, like, 2 rooms to see if there's a crate. Sometimes there's a decent chance of it, but I don't... With 50 HP, it's kind of rough, right? Well, this room is here, right? Let's check this area. What the hell? Why is that on the ground? I always break these, so I gotta be super careful. Same thing with the diamond. Yeah, so, you know, like, there was a conflict that ensued, and I decided, like I always do, when there's a conflict, particularly with this individual, I just kind of go about my business. You know, I do me, and I don't bar with it. Because it's like, I'm not a person that likes conflict. I don't like to be made to feel bad about stuff that's, like, out of my control, I guess is the best way that I can put it. You know? Like, I'm sorry if you're having a bad day, but it's not my fault, because I didn't, you know, I have nothing to do with it. You know, if you want to talk about it and discuss it, you know, and I can try to help you in some way, I will. I do that for any individual, always. You know, I've always tried to help as many people as I can in the VTuber sphere. But, what ended up happening, you know, they got upset, and I was like, okay, no more. You don't, you know, you don't seem to really want me around, I'm not going to be around. Why would I be around then, you know? And again, I felt like they were being verbally abusive because they were going through something, you know, that I have no idea about. So what ends up happening is I go about my business. I was talking with another friend of mine, that I have rekindled with a friend. Again, none of these people that I'm mentioning are like girlfriends or like love interest or anything of the sort. You know, it's just people I'm speaking with because I speak to many different people. And I think it was like August because they saw, I guess, that I had a friendship with somebody else going on. That was somebody I knew for a very long time. People remember Crucy. Crucy was like one of the OG viewers of Twitch when I was doing, you know, Twitch streams 5 days a week here. And, you know, they were super supportive and stuff, you know, and rekindled, and we were, you know, cool. Eventually, things with Crucy and I, you know, it didn't work out because, you know, we, you know, she was super busy and I was doing my own things, and we both agreed that, not so much the part, well, I guess you could say kind of like parting ways and stuff. And, you know, I was off on my own again, because that's just kind of how I liked it. I enjoy being by myself. A lot of people don't really realize this. There's solitude and peace being on your own, if that makes sense. There was no loot crates here. Let me try to see if I can get super greedy here, because I see the box here. If I can pull this... Never mind. Never mind. Bad idea. I have the gun, but I don't know if it's HP. It's not worth risking. It's not worth risking it. So, yeah, to keep talking about that, you know. So it didn't work out in the summer-ish, or being very passive-aggressive about it. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna ignore things, because that's usually what you do. Time went on. And, you know, it was holiday season. I had parted ways with a friend because, you know, we both kind of agreed there was no time in either of the individual's life to really, like, even... Oh, shoot. No. Oh, damn it. I thought we had that one. I really did. Oh well, ripperoni. That's what I get for being greedy for the loot box. See, on top of that, we didn't have, like, the health upgrade, so that wasn't gonna really work. So yeah, fast forwarding, this was around December, I would say. So, in December, some people let me know that they were going through a really rough time, and again, I'm not a cruel, insensitive human being, and we had a pretty decent rapport before. I was like, well, it's the Christmas season, you let bygones be bygones and forgive. So I did, but I was very busy. And then they tried to, I guess, reestablish a friendship with me, and that's when I found out, I guess you could say that apparently they had a, I don't know what's the word to put it, some emotional hang-up with me. I guess there were feelings there. I always suspected there was potentially some feelings for me. But again, I was too busy because I had to live life. I'm doing stuff on my YouTube channels. I have stuff that was going on in my personal life. You know, I had a family member who was, had health problems at the time. There was a lot of stuff going on that a lot of people don't know about. So what ended up happening was I couldn't, you know, I couldn't really dedicate any time to kind of figuring things out, but I did acknowledge some stuff about it, and, you know, at that point, I kind of realized that this person's hang-up, I guess, all this time, regarding everything is that they actually had feelings for me. And I kind of, like I said, I kind of had an idea. I kind of always kind of knew because of the mirroring and other things that happened in the past. And, I didn't realize, I guess, how deep it was for them until a little bit sometime around, like, Valentine's Day. And then I found out other things. and stuff. So, like, you know, I'm trying to figure things out, because it's like, well, if this person has feelings for me, I mean, I kind of knew, and I would have been, I don't know if would have is the right word here, but I would have been interested if it was like something. Oh, I gotta bring that clock over this way. I can't do it that way, because it would be, you know, I would have potentially at least explored the possibility had I actually really known, but again, life was going on. I was living life. I had a lot of things going on. I am a content creator. I might not stream to a whole bunch of people. Oh, I almost broke the cup. But I stream to a decent audience, and I do, you know, both YouTube and Twitch. So I didn't know. So what ended up happening is, you know, I kind of gave them, I guess you could say, a third chance, because I think every human being deserves the benefit of the doubt. We always go through bad times and stuff, and this person has, like, a pattern of having a bad day and making really stupid judgment calls. I'm sorry to call anybody stupid. It's not... Oh my god, hello there! Goodbye! I am not going that way, Dreadknights. So, you know, it's just one of these things where I don't necessarily know what was going on, and I'm trying to get, like... What's that? Maybe I remember How I Met Your Mother. There's an episode where it's like everybody knows that Barney Stinson and Robin have feelings for each other, right? But they refuse to kind of acknowledge it and stuff. And what ends up happening is, oh my god, what's her character's? Allison Hannigan, which is the name of the actress, who plays, oh man, I don't remember her name, but she was like Ted's friend that was married to Marshall. Lily, oh my god. Guys, we're cooked. Oh, hi. Can I hide in here and he maybe will leave me alone? Maybe he can't shoot the beam from here? I don't know. I'm not super experienced at REPO, even though I got the rotation force. What am I saying? Yeah, so, like, in that episode of How I Met Your Mother, they forced them to define the relationship. So, for me, I'm looking at everything and I'm like, well, I guess at this point it's time to define whether this person really has feelings for me. This is a crush. And if so, how exactly would it go about, like, exploring this if that's the case? I'm not going to say that I wasn't interested. I'm not going to say 100% that I was interested. I was intrigued by the possibility because, again, somebody that, for a while, outside of those conflicts, was somebody that I considered maybe a kindred spirit. So I gave it a chance. You know, things were good. March was fine. February, I kind of was like, okay, I get it. I get it, but please define things. And then, I don't know what happened. There's not really a way to say it. One day, they just kind of act a certain way. And then I find out things are said behind my back. In private. But unfortunately, like, again, when you're a streamer, we kind of all know each other, in a way, right? Like, everybody kind of has a mutual, like, people talk, right? Oh, is this item cursed, or did we get killed by something else? I wonder. Monkey, please don't do that. So... Oh, my goodness, he's still there. Oh, no. Monkey, please be quiet. Please be quiet. I gotta hide under here. This is like hiding from the monster under the bed, except it's like a bunch of benches. Well, I mean, we gotta wait for him to stop spawn camping us. Well, not technically spawn camping, but you get the point. So, yeah, what ended up happening, getting back to that, again, February was great. April was okay. March, I started to notice some things, but I'm like, okay, it's not my, you know, whatever. I'm a very laid-back dude. Then I noticed, like, going into May, like, stuff was just changing. I don't know, complete shift. And, I kind of, after they were talking behind my back, which was, apparently about me in a negative light, I was like, where's this energy coming from when you were, like, begging? I don't want to say begging. Begging's not the word. But, like, were imploring me to reconsider and stuff. Like, I gave you a third chance. And all you did was burn me. So from my perspective, and I guess from anybody's perspective, really, like, is that a revenge game? This the whole time you spent 3 years because I had second thoughts a long time ago? Were you trying to just get revenge on me? So you figure if you like, I don't know. Again, like I said, I can't say I care about somebody if I never have really had the opportunity to truly explore it. Like, were you thinking that, like, I was into you, really, really into you, the way that I guess you must have been really, really into me? Like, I don't know. These are question marks. I'm not saying that is the case. I'm not saying that isn't the case. I'm just saying from my point of view. So, you know, it was one of those things where it's like, well, if you're talking about me and it's in negative light, I'm just going to remove myself from the situation like I have in the past. Because from my perspective, there's nothing really to talk about now, Dreadknights. That's how I look at it in a conflict. Why have a conflict? So, um, it's funny how we're doing this while we're playing Repo. I'm still waiting for this dude. I didn't think Repo was going to make for a great Yap game, but it did. Yeah, so like I was saying, is this a safe I can open? No, this is water here. This is sauna. Come on, monkey, don't make any noise this time, Mojo Jojo. So yeah, you know, what ended up happening is I just went about my thing, and then, like, there's been nonstop, like, Trikey is here too. This is, like, the most cursed first run. So, what ended up happening is, you know, I just went about my business. I'm sorry that we're repeating or something, because this damn tricycle... Yeah, you have the right of the way, it's fine. Don't mess with the trike. Does anybody remember where I parked the cart? I don't. I really don't know. We might be in... Oh, there it is. Maybe it's over here. Did I bring it all the way over here? How did I get it all the way over here? Yeah, so, you know, I went about my thing, and they've been passive-aggressive, in media form that I can't talk about, and they've been passive-aggressive in social media recently, trying to, I guess, throw shade or whatever. I don't know. It's their prerogative. I suppose if your feelings are hurt, then it's in your prerogative to, I guess, do that. I would prefer to have conversations with people like adults do, but that hasn't been the case. Maybe I'm being now passive-aggressive a little bit, but this is me just trying to address the elephant in the room. The other thing that kind of bothers me about the whole thing is, regardless of what, like, a whole bunch of people know something that was, like, very private between two people. So that's why now I'm deciding to address it here, because since it has already been discussed in many different avenues without me ever being able to, like, say my side of the story, I felt like now was the perfect time where I'm not, like, in a bad... Well, I don't want to say bad mood, but I'm not in a mind state where I would say mean things or hurtful things, because that's not the intention. I'm just trying to say that that's basically what it was. You know, so unfortunately, sometimes in life, people just don't really mix gel. They're like oil and vinegar, you know? Have you ever tried to mix oil and vinegar? Or not oil and vinegar, what am I saying? Water and vinegar. If you mix water and vinegar, it doesn't mix. You know, that's sometimes how it is with people. And that's perfectly okay. But what is not perfectly okay is to go on social media and continue to make a situation that is already pretty much, from my perspective, over, continue to increase. Like, you know, like, if you want to apologize to me at some point, I might listen to the apology. I don't know if I would accept it, but I feel like that's probably, at this point, past it. I did offer the ability to discuss things with me in private, because I feel like this was something that should have been discussed privately between two people that were apparently having a conflict. I didn't know, because, again, like I said, I'm busy with social media and stuff, so I don't have, like, again, I'm busy streaming and stuff. How am I supposed to know somebody has, like, an emotional hang-up with me and stuff for whatever reasons, like the fact that I'm barely ever around? You know, it's confusing. This is, like, me, my thought process, just trying to make sense of the whole thing. Where they say that word copium, it's not even really so much copium as it's just, like, I never got to say my piece, and since it's apparently a piece was said where I didn't even get to hear it, you know, it's my turn to say, like, my side of the story, I guess, you know? As the saying goes, so you take two people's stories and you put them together and you probably get, like, the whole truth. So I implore people who are involved in this, that have seen this messy breakup that's not actually a breakup, because it was never a relationship from my point of view, you know, you put the pieces together and you can make the conclusions that you want to make. That's your prerogative, I suppose. I wanted to discuss it. And again, like I said, if this person Whoa, hold that thought. Not that person. That person's gonna clap her behind. But this person ever wants to open a dialogue and talk like an adult about this, I'm more than welcome to have that discussion on Discord. Everybody knows what my Discord is at this point. It's there. If you choose to do it, cool. If you choose not to do it, that's on you. As far as I'm concerned, that is the end of the matter from my point of view. And I would appreciate it if the person in question would stop acting like a child on the internet and just act like an adult. You have a lot of stuff going on. Maybe you should focus on that and stop focusing about a guy on the internet that maybe you had feelings for, maybe you didn't have feelings for, maybe was your friend, maybe wasn't. I don't know. None of this was ever truly defined. So I can't. I know as much as other people do, which is Jack Diddley Squad. I know that they have a problem with me. That's about all I know. I don't know why, outside of what the reasons I listed, which I suspect are the case, and that's it. So that's life. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk about this. You know, but I wanted to get it off my chest. Anyway, back to the game, right? I'm pretty sure, you know, somebody wanted me to address this at this point, and there you go. So, alright. Getting back to the game. We have 24,000, but this guy keeps spawn camping us. I can't get out of here unless this Joker despawns now. Will they despawn? I don't know. Oh, Trekkie! Hi, Trekkie. Yeah, here. I think the only way we can get through this, we have to get this guy to move from there. Oh no, guys. I think we made a terrible mistake. Play R.E.P.O, they said. It would be fun, they said. You'll do fine, they said. We're okay. We're not okay anymore. We're hiding in the bathroom like cowards that we are. Oh, jeez, this guy is everywhere. How long have we spent in this first round? This has been, this is gonna be very clippable content. Very clippable content for all the wrong reasons. Dread fails at R.E.P.O on the first stage, you noob. It's okay. I don't know if it's okay anymore. What's that song? I'm not okay. This is probably a... Why is there a safe down here? I didn't even see that. When we find a diamond, diamonds are our girl's best friend. Is this a diamond? It's a diamond. See? It's a true diamond in the rough. Why would you put your diamond under... Oh, I guess it makes sense to hide a safe under a sauna bench in a sauna. Because aren't safes, like, technically heat-proof? No, heat-proof. Dread can speak English. I promise I can. Words are hard. Not today. I don't know... Did we survive this? I don't know how we pulled this off, but we pulled it off, Dreadknights. We're going to the second round. Let's go! Huzzah! We did it. Okay. But they gotta count the money. Count the money, count the money, count the money, count the money. Let's do this! Start your engines, boys. We're going to the second round after we buy a whole bunch of upgrades. We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it! Good job, good job. Let's check OBS, make sure we're still in green. We are. This calls for a celebration. Let's play a sound alert. That's the one thing I like about Twitch TV, too. Like, you could just play sound alerts. Which is something I don't have access to on YouTube. Thank you, thank you. No one's gonna ever keep you down. That's the Rocky 3 one. No, that's not Rocky 3. What am I talking about? This is a Karate Kid. Karate Kid. That's how we're so focused on the game that we're messing up our movie trivia. Okay. What should we do next? I really want to try this out, but I don't know how it works. Anybody in chat now? Should we get sprint speed since I seem to be running like a coward a lot in these rounds? Perhaps we should. Unfortunately, you know what? Like, I got a cosmetic or two off a stream, but I feel like, and this is something that has been discussed with our streamers, I feel like when you're streaming a game, since you have your attention split and everything, like, there's something called streamer debuff. So streamer debuff basically means that when you're actually streaming a game, for whatever reason, you do worse playing the game than you do when you're playing it off the stream. Some people have theorized that the reason for that is because you have to split your focus, right? So I have to commentate what I'm doing on screen. I have to try to make it entertaining for the audience. And on top of that, hopefully I do that. And then on top of everything else, you have to, like, hope that you get good rounds. In a game that's RNG related, case in point here, I'm not making an excuse, keep that in mind. Sometimes you don't get, like, a really good run. So we've been playing how long now? What time is it? It's not morphin time. Yeah, so it's almost an hour in, we haven't found a loot box. Well, technically we did, but we failed the round. So, you know, at this point, it's like, well, what do you do? I'm gonna try to grab some stun grenades and stuff. The extractor thing is kind of useful, and it's kind of not. I feel like it's a waste. Because you're eventually gonna find the room for the extra extraction point. We have 4,000 left. What should we get? Dreadknights. Should we get, like, a stamina upgrade? We could get a stamina upgrade for 2. We could get crouch. Well, we can't get that. Can't get that. Can't get that. Sprint speed for 6. Tumble launch upgrade. What is the oh, tumble launch is this, right? Where you jump and you do that. I don't want that. I want, like, the tumble climb upgrade, because tumble launch I don't think is really gonna have too much value. Let's take it for sake of argument, because I say that and then sometimes what ends up happening is I wish I had an upgrade that I didn't have. Let's do it for science. She blinded me with science. No. He blinded me with science, right? That's how that song goes? I have a World's Worst Karaoke coming up. It's gonna be sometime this week, so be on the lookout for it. I don't know if it's gonna be on Twitch, because I don't know how Twitch handles karaoke, like how YouTube does, so we'll find out. Stay posted, stay glued to social medias. Nightbot has told you what social medias I have. This was actually a good run because we made so much money. Look, I actually got a lot of... What is this? Did I grab that? Oh, okay. Didn't I buy something more than the shock grenades? Am I mistaken? Could I be wrong? Okay. Boom. Level 2, Swift Broom Academy. Alright. Let's do this. Open here. We need to make 2 extraction points. 9,000 cash is not that bad for second rotation. It's really about the enemies, where they spawn. Hopefully not a lot of breakable items, but we all know when it comes to items that are fragile, I'm the least to be trusted. Case in point, look at the R.E.P.O stream. That I did the collab stream with Zen. At some point, I do want to play more R.E.P.O with Zen. It's just, like, trying to get schedules together. I think the next time that we're talking about doing a collab, which is Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. I saw, actually, Zen log into Duel Links today. So maybe next week? Because, like, I'll be honest, I'll be for real, this last, like, week or two, I've just been... I don't want to say a little bit burnt out, but, like, my social battery is a little bit depleted, so I didn't feel like I would be, like, the best collab partner this week. And so I just wanted some time to do some solo gaming, get back into the groove of things, you know? Like, I mentioned already what happened, so... Yeah. Sometimes that's the joy of being a streamer. You're subjected to stuff that you wouldn't normally be subjected to. Can I pull this out from there? That's what... Oh, let's not make that dirty joke. Oh, no, I broke it. Yeah, I'm still trying to be say-so. Which is clean. You know? I'm trying to be clean about things, but you never know. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to avoid F-bombs. If I was playing Master Duel, though, we would have. I'm gonna try, actually, tonight to play a little bit of Master Duel, because... Not on stream. Because I need to... Oh, can we grab that? I think we can. Oh! Shiitake mushroom. See? I have to get creative. Alright, nice. We need 9,000 for the first quota. This box, if I could drag it all the way, but I didn't get, like, strength upgrades, we'd make quota with just this, and then we could just... Let's try. This is for science, Dreadknights. Or science. How far do we have to go, though? I don't remember. I gotta check the map. Okay, not that far. This is doable. Do you think we'll get a loot crate this time? I hope so. It's not like an actual loot box that, like, you'd used to buy, like, in Rocket League, which I had crates in Rocket League that I could never open because I refused to spend... That's not the right way. Money in microtransactions in video games. I try to avoid it as much as possible. Like, I've bought skins in Fortnite because I enjoyed Fortnite for a bit. I'm gonna try to see if I play Fortnite this week. I do have it on the schedule. But like always, schedules to be determined. I might wake up one day and be like, Dread doesn't want to play that game today. That's kind of what I hate about, like, paper schedules. I don't mean, like, hate. Like, but I dislike, I guess is a better word to use. Is, like, you put out a paper schedule, and then, like, you've committed yourself to potentially playing those games, and then if you don't play those games... Oh, this is gonna break if I don't move it in. Run away! Okay, we got it. Because if that breaks there, no money. Okay, this looks like the second round's gonna go way smoother than I was expecting it to. Money bag. Let's go. Cool. Sweet. Oh, I don't take the money into there. Does anybody remember where I parked the cart? It goes over this way. That's a bedroom. There's an item down there? Okay. This feels like a map that would have a cosmetic crate. Almost certainly. Is there something down there still? Something under the bed, but I don't know if I can grab it. Oh, we got it. Perfect. Phenomenal. Stupendous. Marvelous, some might say. That's a throwback to an old gimmick I used to do. If you know, reward yourself 4 cool points, I suppose. That means you're an OG Dread Knight. Oh, I got scared there. It was like a jump scare. I heard like an enemy, but wasn't there. Oh no. Okay. Good. I mean, kind of good. We're doing okay. Whenever that eerie music picks up, though, that just makes the games feel so unsettling. I wonder if somebody I know got to check out this update. You know who really liked playing this game a bit? Samiko Saba. Shout out to them. They're on a bit of a hiatus. They'll be back eventually, I suppose. But I wonder if they got to play it in their spare time, if they had time. It's a shame, you know. They were excited for a lot of stuff, and you know, how from what was conveyed. And it's unfortunate because it got leaked out too. Wasn't doing too well. Like their health, they have something chronic going on, which I feel for them. You know, you hate to hear, especially in the space, that somebody that enjoys doing this, that is so successful at it, like them, have to like put stuff on hold because of health-related issues. You know, you hate to see it. I mean, any human being would feel bad about like health-related problems. I mean, there was a time when, way back, like I had to kind of scale it back down. Oh, he broke that. Okay. Hopefully that's not coming out of her paycheck. There was a time way back where, like, I was... Does she know I'm here? The cops are not coming for me, I swear, Dreadknights. That's a noisy vehicles in the background. I live in a noisy city. From time to time, you will hear emergency service providers pass through. We wish them the very best in whatever emergency they're... But, man, I got completely sidetracked there. I heard the waypoint. Should probably activate it, but I'm not going to push the money in just yet. Case in point, that's why we don't push money in yet. Because we have to look at our surroundings. But yeah, so, you know, you hate to hear about people being sick. hopefully they'll recover in due time, and when they're ready to come back, they come back bigger, stronger than ever before. But yeah, like that's right. I had a bit of a, I don't want to say scare necessarily, but I noticed a while back it was too animated. I mean, today I'm very animated. My throat already is kind of hurting from the, oh god, no, and stuff, but, you know, hey, a loot crate. Well, that's what I like to see. We found our cosmetic. Nice, nice. Very good, very good. But yeah, so like a while back I had a little bit of a, I don't want to say health scare per se, but my vocal cords were kind of hurting every time I would get like super animated. And when it comes to VTuber space, whenever you're very animated about stuff, and you do this for as long as I've done it at this point, which is like 6 years. Yeah, 6 years. You try to preserve them, so I had to scale back how I scream and stuff, and how I, because if I do too much, my vocal cords hurt. I'm not trying to like get vocal cord damage, if that makes sense. That's why I try to be a little bit more chill now. All right. I heard your chat message. I will get to you in a second. I just want to lock in for this particular thing because I don't want to screw up the run. I have cosmetic. I don't trust whatever's crawling around. And I don't know how far we gotta go. We gotta go pretty far still. Is that the Reaper that? It's the Reaper. I know the way she's walking. Oh, please don't camp at this area. I have a stun grenade, but I don't think that's gonna be enough. She gonna spawn camp. There's two different things here. There's the vomit thing, and then there's her. We're close to it. I just want her to leave the room. She's just pacing back and forth. Is she? Is she? It's okay because I'm in solo mode, so I won't get, like, they can't hear me. That's the only benefit. I think we should run. This is not the way. I think we should run. I think we should run. I think we should run. Whew, that was a tough round. Huzzah! We did it. And we got the cosmetic reward, so we got our achievement done on stream. Aw, it's a bot. I was so excited for that viewer, and then you find out it's a naughty, naughty bot. Alright. To the Shadow Realm with the... To the Shadow Realm. Give me 1 second. I'll handle this. You know, these naughty things. That's the one problem with Twitch that I don't like. Well, to the Shadow Realm, that's bot. We barely knew you. Alright. That was a successful round. Let's play a sound alert while we're at it. Which one can we... Actually, let's do this one. This one's kind of loud, though. We're so amazing, ooh. Just get a cosmetic. Maybe we'll get, like, something for our troubles. A right arm. What is that? It's like bronze? Golden? Not exactly amazing. Can we get some health upgrades here? Okay, health upgrade. I think we also need some strength. Let's get the strength. That loud part, please adopt me. Crouch rest upgrade, stamina upgrade. We have sprint upgrade. Let's take this. What our upgrades are here? Tumble launch upgrade. Didn't I take one? I did use it. Tumble's wings? What is tumble wings? Tumble climb upgrade. Oh, that's a lot though. A lot of those are very expensive. I don't know if that's the way. Let's take a grenade. So at least if we have ways of defending ourselves. Should probably take a med kit at this point. Oh, we can't afford the med kit. We're poor. Okay. Can we grab this? A little bit less. There we go. Our math is correct. Start your engines. Alright. Let's grab this. Let's grab this. Let's grab this. Let's not activate. Oop. What happened to a grenade? Okay, put that there. I have to fix my model because whenever I do push numbers, you can see my emotions. Okay, good. We'll save that for later, perhaps. It's rotation free right now, right? We're doing pretty good. And we got a cosmetic. Yeah. So what's everybody going to be eating for dinner today? I am going to be having some good old-fashioned frozen burritos. I got 2 bean burritos. I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier. Bean burritos are, for the most part, pretty healthy. You know? Okay, let's go. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Well, that looks like we could have grabbed it, but that's not to be the case. I mean, the tumble was pretty good. So at least you can do that. 13,000 is a lot. Somebody was here? I didn't open this door, did I? Let's be cautious here. There might be an enemy trying to get the drop on us. Yeah. There's something there. It sounds like it's the old guy. It is the old guy moving about. He's one of the harder enemies to deal with. He makes sounds. He kills you. On top of making sounds. We don't have to worry necessarily about the microphone for that. But... found something. I don't want... oh, what are these? I don't think I've ever seen those before. What is that? I've never seen that. Oh, they're explosive. That's new. I've never seen that enemy type before. Hopefully they killed themselves in the game. Oh, you gotta be pooping me. Well, this run is kind of cursed. And I couldn't afford a medkit. Ooh, this is a rough one. Oh, I don't know how we survived that. That was some fast thinking on my part. Oh god, this guy's gotta go. This old man's gotta go at this point, Dreadknights. I don't know if I can handle him. There was stuff that I saw. There might have been a loot crate. Oh, damn it. That was a bad idea on my part. I probably should... well, we killed them after we died. Well, we got our revenge. I guess it was a 2-for-1 special there. Ah, ripperonis. Ripperonis. Oh, well. We failed. We failed. We did our best, and that's all that really matters. No. We plummeted to our death. Alright. I tried. We failed. Alright. Lock in. That one seemed like it was unwinnable. We never got a health upgrade until, like, way too late into the game. We have this. That seems fine. Let's drag this out. This is the one that I always kind of hate. Because they chip and they break. And when they break, since they're, like, radioactive, you can get damage for a bit. There was something else here, right? The ring. Bing ring, do your thing. That's an old cartoon that's even way before my time. The reason I know about it is because they used to show in the 90s, like, old school 60s superhero cartoons on Cartoon Network. And Cartoon Network was really popping off. You know, back when there was the original Powerpuff Girls. Oh, speaking of which, apparently they're going to do another Powerpuff Girls series. I don't know if it's going to be like a continuation of the original one or it's going to be another reboot. Hopefully it's not another reboot. Because I think at this point, what Cartoon Network should do with some of their older shows is just bring them back for like a new season. So I don't know if it's like a new season of Powerpuff Girls or it's going to be a new show, but hopefully it's the latter. And it's just like a new season of the original Powerpuff Girls, which I think is what mostly everybody wanted to see. I would love for them to do that with Dexter's Laboratory, but Taraski, I don't know how you exactly pronounce his name, is working on Primals. So I guess unless he's done with Primals, the story, I don't think he would want to revisit it. I don't know. But that's one I would love to see. Dexter's Laboratory. Courage the Cowardly Dog would be kind of interesting, but that show was so niche, kind of like Cow and Chicken was for its time period. I didn't care for that show. That was like a later Cartoon Network-esque. Like my niece was really into that. Cow and Chicken, like she loves Cow and Chicken. I'm more of a Dexter's Laboratory type of guy. And Courage the Cowardly Dog. I like their parody on life and humor and stuff. Okay. Let's go. This run doesn't feel so cursed. But again, it's only rotation 1, right? I suspect as we go higher up into the rank. What the? Okay. Well, that just happened. I didn't expect it to, like, appear out of nowhere like Batman. That was like an actual Batman moment there. Except it wasn't Batman. Oh, come on. It's gonna camp out that area, right? Does anybody know how long it takes to, like, despawn? Because it's gotta ruin their run right now. This is an unfortunate round. Unfortunate series of events, Dreadknights. What can we do? Oh, don't look at it. Oh, what? Are there 2 of them? Why does it feel like there's 2 of them? Why does it feel like there's 2 of them? Double trouble. Literally double trouble, Dreadknights. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, let's just get more loot. We'll not worry about them. As long as we don't look them in the eye, we'll be okay. Like, so we should be okay. Hopefully we'll be okay. They're still camping out. No. Don't break it. Don't break it. Don't break it. I mean, we have quota anyway, but I want to get as much loot money as possible. As you saw, some of these rounds have been very successful because we've been kind of on our A game outside like that last round. I don't see you. I don't perceive you. You don't perceive me. I'm like John Cena. The champ is here. You can't see me. Bum ba dum bum. Bum ba dum bum. My time is now. I don't remember the song. And yet I'm a John Cena fan. You can't see me. Oh my god. Hi. I didn't know you were coming for me. Oh, hi. Oh, come on. It's 2 of them. It literally is 2 of them. They just have me sandwiched in. I want to know what's in our room because there might be a cosmetic crate. Oh, no. Let's check cautious. Oh, there's some... This is my problem, Dreadknights. I'm greedy right now. I want to be so greedy when I should just not be greedy and go back. Go back to where you came. Alright. For real, though, we should really check. Should check for that loot box. Nothing in there. Okay. That's not a loot box. That's a box of a different nature. That's worth some money. Is this the last room? No, there's still some more stuff. Let me just... I want to do some reconnaissance. Because there could be, like, a loot crate hidden somewhere. Or cosmetic, I should say. Not really loot. That would imply there's loot boxes as a crate. You just check that last area. That's a trap. No cosmetic here. Just a ring. I don't know if I can grab this. I'll try. We would need the range upgrade. Oh, we got it. Don't let dreams be dreams. I mean, again, because our 2 enemies are spawn camping us, there's not much we could do. We just gotta wing it. I was like, well, we might as well get a little bit more money before we move on to the next round. Something over there. Oh, yeah, I can't grab that. I could, but, like... Oh. I don't know if it's wise to keep grabbing loot. Because I feel like the longer we stay here, the worse this round's gonna get for us. This is only the first one, too. Keep that in mind. But I think it's been fun. This there. Okay, good. Move it around. There's this. I don't think I can lift this. If I can lift it, it's different. I don't think this is a good idea. I really don't think this is a good idea. I'm gonna try to do it anyway. But I really don't think this is a good idea. This is just being greedy for no reason. Greed is bad. Don't be greedy. Didn't your parents teach you growing up, don't be greedy? I don't know. What are you doing? This is a really bad idea. I am the most directionless person right now. Look at this. I have to go this way. I dragged it all the way in the opposite direction. Baka. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh no. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, we didn't damage it too much. 2 fouls in there. Let's see. Gotta get the cart. And then we go to the next round. Having a fun time playing this game. I do understand sometimes this might not be people's cup of tea because, like, people come into video games, like, when it's, like, the update, and then after the update's out for a couple weeks, people do, like, in Toy Story 1. Remember when Andy's like, I don't want to play with you anymore, and people drop games. I'm kind of guilty of that myself. I am kind of guilty of that myself, because what ends up happening is... Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. Because, like, I bought Forza Horizon 6. I played the story campaign of it. I enjoyed, for the most part, the storyline campaign. I played a bit of online. Online was not my cup of tea for that game. So then I was like, okay, let's get out of here. This round wasn't that bad. Made a lot of money. We made a lot of success. It was fun. But yeah, you know. So, like, I've been guilty of doing that with some video games. Like, I'm looking forward to next week as Diablo 4's new season comes out. So it'll be season 14, so I will definitely be playing Diablo 4 again. I'm gonna roll a Whirlwind Barbarian this time. Wrong one. I think it's this one if I remember correctly. What's in here? A duck bucket, which only comes in useful if you actually have a duck on the map. Too situational. But yeah, we'll be playing Diablo 4. No health upgrade again? To reroll it. Me grab the oh, there is a health upgrade. I just am blind, apparently. Gotta love the music in this game. I think it's nice, the R.E.P.O theme. I feel like I want range. Like, Tumble Climb is so expensive. Can I afford that? No. Can't. I want to try it out because I'm curious what it does. Extra jump. Extra jump would be helpful to get to higher reach places. But we don't have over the limit. We do that. Let's take range. Let's see if we grab a weapon or two if we have enough money left. We do. Okay, great. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know what the rubber duck is supposed to do. I think Zen had taught me what it did, and I completely, like, forgot. Bum, bum. Alright, let's grab this. I don't know. Think maybe? Yeah, exact. Okay, great. Punch it. Take a sip of hydration before we get started on the next one. Nice. 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 Okay. Okay. Gotta fix my model, because I know. Okay, good. I've learned, because it's connected to the keyboard, and that's my shortcuts for expressions. Should change them, but I don't really have any other, like, letters or areas I could change it where it won't, like, on my setup, like, mess up a different type of shortcut there. Alright, let's do this. Do we get... Oh, it's the station. Station on rotation 2 is never, like, a good thing. I feel like you get some of the hardest things at the station. Alright, let's put this here. Nice. This here. Nice. Looking around, looking around. I'll look at every corner. Every nook and cranny. Nice. Is this explosive? No, but it's fragile. Like streamers' egos. Let's put this down. Gently. Nothing there. Let's check the closets. Nothing behind door number 1. Nothing behind door number 2. Came through there. Let's check this area next. 10,000 quota is a bit high. We'll have to do our best. Leave no stone unturned, Dreadknights. Open. Nothing. Open. Oh, there's something there. Door number 2. The price is right. Yeah. Oh, I gotta jump for this. Oh, damn. Short people problems. Let's go. Okay, nice. Good. See that? Good. Nice. Let's go over this way. I don't see anything here. If I step on it and break it, I didn't even think about that. The bonsai tree. There's not that much loot here. Now is where this run gets concerning. This feels like a run that's going to be very difficult based on the stuff that's available to us. Fortunately, there's something hidden in this chair. What is this? Thumbstick. Or thumb drive, I guess you would call it. Why is it so enlarged, though? It's not the normal size of one of those. Let me check that back room again. Because there might be more. Yeah, I was right. There's a tape. 7 days. Don't watch this tape if you do. It might be a wrestling match on it, actually. Maybe it's somebody's recorded pay-per-view from years ago. Okay. I don't see anything else. Nothing there. Nothing there. There is definitely something near us, though. I also check every room because there's a possibility that we'll find the waypoint area, the extraction point. So then I could kill, like, 2 birds with 1 stone. But I'm also looking for, like, a loot box again. I think 1 on stream is probably the most that we'll get today, which is fine. I was expecting more than that. Even 1 that you get that's successful, and it was a blue one, too. So, you know, it was a rare crate. It wasn't a common one. I take that as a win. This seems like a run where if we smash a whole bunch of items, we are not going to be successful. I'm going to try my best not to smash things. Oh, wow. What are the chances, man? Alright, I got to bring that box over before I do anything else. Wasn't there something else? Yeah, there was. Let me focus my priority, though, on this, getting it back to base. So, maybe we will get another cosmetic on stream. Gotta just... My guess is that our extraction point's from the far left side. Or far right, excuse me. Okay. I'm feeling it. I'm vibing with it. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, good. Nice. Let's go get the R thing. And we should be good. At least for the first one. Still gotta find a ton of loot, though. That's a future me problem, I guess you could say. It's dread in 2 minutes problem. It is kind of concerning, though, because I don't know. There's gotta be, like, hopefully something big on this map. Because if not, I don't see how we're effectively going to be able to do this. Okay, there's more loot. There's a lot of loot around. It's all small loot, too. That's the scary part. But this is a fascinating round. And the thing is, we don't know what enemies are lurking, too. The fact that the phone rings also is kind of scary. Is this nothing but cell phones? What was this, abandoned phone warehouse or something? Is that a third phone? That would be... There's no way it's a third one, right? Broke whatever that is. It's another cell phone. Oh. There's a calculator. This is a weird round. Okay, let's stop being greedy. We got everything in this area. Let's go take this to the cart. Then we'll go explore the area of the map that I'm assuming is going to be probably the tough area. That cell phone. Plus, I want to get rid of the cell phone as fast as possible. Because if we continue with it, this is just gonna... It's gonna screw the run up. Almost certainly at that point. I'm surprised at the extraction points are right next to the thing. Okay. Well, as long as we don't fail this round, we'll get the cosmetic then. So we gotta lock in like we've never locked in before. Nice. Drop that. Okay, good. Set it down. 4,000. We gotta make... That's a decent extra amount of cash we got. So this run, in theory, is not gonna be super difficult. As well, definitely. I heard something walking, but I don't... Oh, damn, it's a Reaper. The run just got way harder. Gotta wait for her to leave. I mean, we got a stun grenade, but I don't want to use it right now. I want to use it, like, in a situation where we have absolutely no choice. You get me, if you're feeling me. Oh no, she walked into the direction... Damn it. Gotta wait for her to leave, because if not, this is gonna screw up the run. Oh man, I was so excited because we got the rare loot box too, but now this is gonna be very hard to pull off. Gosh darn it! I wasn't expecting that jump scare. Oh no, 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 no! Please not be there anymore. I hate that enemy. I mean, the Reaper is scary enough to deal with, but I think we go this way. I'm hoping she didn't cut the corner here. If the door's open, I think I know which way the Reaper went. Yep, of course he went that way. I just suck it. I predicted that too. Like, if that door's open, the Reaper went that way. I was 100% right on that. So what do we do now, Dreadknights? We just gotta wait here. I don't have a cell phone there. Please don't tell me that. There's no cell phone there. So whose cell phone is ringing? Is it a glitch? She don't see me. So I can at least hide down here for now. Is she gonna follow me down here? That would be too much. Are you kidding me? She literally followed us down? Did she see me? She's literally coming down the stairs. I can't believe it. No way. The game wouldn't troll me this bad. She literally came down the stairs. You tart. Go back upstairs. There's nothing here for you. Oh, man. Does she see me? What is she doing? Is she glitched? I don't hear her. I gotta get the crate. There's a lot of goodies down here. I don't want to bring them up. Maybe she despawned. It would be better for us anyway. Alright. Let's go get these items, guys. We gotta be careful. A lot of small items. This map was a fascinating room. What else do we got? Nothing there. Sometimes it looks like you can grab items that you can't actually grab in this game. That's the rough part, because then you're like, can I grab that? No. How about that? No. How about that? No. You don't grab that. I hope I can lift this. I can. Look at that. Never skip arm day at the gym, apparently. 8,000. 14,000 if I remember. Oh, it's a cell phone, though. This is like the bane of our existence because it starts ringing at the worst opportune times. Anything else? Just want to double check. Seems okay. Alright, good. I'm trying to be as focused as possible for this. See how it goes. That's stream quality for anybody watching. Is it good today? Hopefully. She had to have despawn because she didn't come this way. She doesn't close the doors behind her. Okay. I think as long as I don't screw this up, we'll have a successful run. I can't break this, whatever I do. Our way, your way, your way. No, no, no. Yeah, like that. Less chance of breaking. I'm gonna play this safe, because you're gonna get 2 loot boxes in a round. Because I have the cosmetic, I'm by myself, I rather win the round than fail it. I'm gonna go for it. Because I don't think it's wise to stay here longer than we need to. Where we could potentially ruin the run by just being way greedier than we have to be. Now I gotta use these stun grenades if anything happens to us. So once it gets dark, now we gotta be careful of the Reaper. Might be okay. I think the Reaper might have despawned. Hopefully my words aren't going to come back to bite me in the rear end with that. Damn it. That damn jump scare there. Come on. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Is it always going to stay there? Oh, jeez, this might be bad. Is the eye going to ruin the run? Okay. Oh, damn it. It's that way? Wait, which way am I going? Okay, I got scared because damn eyeball screwed us up. We're directionless. The stun grenade don't work on the eyeball, that's surprising. Oh, damn it, man. Come on. No. Oh. Oh. Come on, game. Don't do that to me. We're right there in the, you know what, is trying to spawn campus. Alright, we got it. Whew, Jesus Christ, yeah. Well, we survived that round, barely. Woo, let's go. We got 2 rare crates on stream today. Nice. You're doing pretty good. See, I've gotten better at the game. I'm not perfect. I mean, but I've gotten enough, good enough that I can hold my own. 26K. I mean, we could have probably made more money, but I don't think it, with the Reaper hanging around there, probably wasn't the wisest of decisions. I gotta take it. I'm curious. Because the dev has recommended it. And if the dev is like, it's a really good upgrade, who am I to say no, right? They've made a whole video about why people weren't using that. We got a new harm. A new grabber. Cool, that's the first time we got a new grabber. That's how I look. I look like a hobo Joe. I did collect a lot of cosmetics. Did we get free on stream today? No, the head one I got off of stream from the first save file that we did before. So was it? Oh, that, you could make yourself look like Bender like that. We got bug antennas. So look, we also got arms. The arms I got on stream today. That's what I got. So it's this. So there's this grabber and this grabber. What's the difference? I don't really see much of a difference. I don't really see the difference. Maybe it's just me. This one's blue, but that's based on the fact that I already customized it. I guess the way... Oh, I guess, like, the little parts inside are a little different. Oh, okay, I see. When you put it from the side angle, look. It's slightly different. It's got, like, a little bit more bumps and grooves to it. Confirm. Continue. I mean, it's something. I don't know what that does. Can I use it and see? I get the point. Oh, it creates a bridge so you don't fall. Okay, I get it. I understand now. It makes sense. So you could create like a mini bridge. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, right? Yeah, a mini bridge and you can stand on it. Okay. I'm not gonna get it, because I don't think I'm gonna get far enough where I'm gonna have a use for it, particularly. Let's see if there's something over here that I can get. Range for 11. 5K. 6K, 7K. Nothing cheap. Alright, let's just get more weapons then. This, I mean, the flash grenades and the shockwaves have been, like, saving my behind in these runs, so why not keep them for now? Is there maybe one more grenade around? That's 3K, we can't afford that. Where's the secret room? Maybe a hand grenade? A duct tape grenade? Something along that lines would be helpful. Okay, duct tape grenade. Not the best, not the worst, but it's something. It'll give us options, at least, to defend ourselves. Punch it. Let's go. Let's have some H2O. Some good H2O. Make sure I don't activate these items like a dum-dum. I'll fix my model in a second because I know that that's queued up. My actual numbers. Alright. Shall we, Dreadknights? This is the third rotation again. We've gotten better because now I'm getting more consistent with like the third and I will say, I felt like some of today's, like, we've gotten lucky with the maps and the enemies. They haven't been, like, necessarily overwhelming or unlucky. There's been one or two runs that I was like, oh man, but I didn't feel like I was being overwhelmed or, like, absurdly cheated out of rounds. The last time I played it, I did feel that way, though. I felt like everything was way too hard. Oh, that's actually really useful. Because you can climb up and maybe avoid enemy. Oh, I like that. Okay, cool. I like that. That's actually cool. It's a very expensive, though. But I get it now. I understand. The neurons are collecting. The neurons are activating, excuse me, it's not collecting. Hmm. Is it me, or this is a weird map layout? Where it doesn't look like there's going to be a whole bunch of items to grab. And it's going to come down to like one or two big items. Maybe I'm getting slightly paranoid, but it feels like this is going to be one of those. Oh, damn, man. I don't even know if I have enough space to move this through the door. How much further do I gotta go with this? You know, like, I manifested that too. Damn. I have to cut through this area too to get. Oh, jeez, man. Just like moving your furniture IRL. No, no, no. The other way. Okay. I don't want to break it either. That's the problem. Stop. The other way. The other way. The other way. The other way. Don't. Can I not get this through the door? That would be bad. Okay. Hold on. Okay, it's behind me. Okay. Ow. Gotta get. Push it. Don't want it to break. Come on, come on. Come on, quickly, quickly, quickly. Quickly before my quota's over. Okay. We got it. That freaking thing, whatever's in there. Like, remember I said the round was going to be like that? I had that odd feeling. It's just like, I've played enough Repo at this point. Damn it. I've played enough Oh, gotta be kidding me. This is a run. This run's going to be difficult. I need to get back to my... This is going to be one of the hardest runs we do today, I can tell you. We had... Oh. Told you it was going to be a difficult one. I think we lost some money off of that, too. Oh, come on, bro. Don't spawn camp. I can't use the grenade because I'll blow up the money. You know, we had a good run going here. Once I saw that 23,000 thing, I'm like, yeah, we're not making it. I could tell how this map is going to be. Where's my money? Did he steal my money? He stole my money? Are you kidding? Did he shoot the money to Kingdom Come? Oh, you gotta be... Well, so much for that. I hope there's enough loot on this map to make this quota a second time, because if not, that run's already over. I'm so angry at him now. We lost the money. Jackass keeps coming through here. He's got a spawn camp for it, bros. Is the money really lost? I can't believe that we would lose it. I dropped it like around here. Now the money's gone. I think he just pocketed it. Freaking old man. He stole our money, literally. He literally stole our money. That son of a... He was like, ooh, money. Jerk. Yeah, he really did, because I don't think it... Unless it's hidden in the side of the door that it just went... Because I ran so quick. That's not the door. Maybe? I don't remember we made it to this room. We did, okay. It's not lost. Ooh, because I was about to say. We need this. What's going to carry us this run? Alright. Let's push a little bit more in. We got to be careful, though, because we don't know where he's camping. I got 20 HP in a dream right now. And if we make too much noise, he's gonna shoot us. The one thing about him, too, is, like, he comes out of nowhere, literally. It's like a bat out of hell sometimes. You know what alerted him last time? Wait, the money makes noise when you move. Can I grab these? See, those things look like he would be able to... Oh, I see something I don't like. This is gonna be... Please don't be... Okay. It's a tennis racket. In there, please. Okay, 6,000. Another one? Is this like a tennis one? This is another one of those rounds that's just like... How do I put it? It's a weird round. Nothing there? That's surprising. Was the whole thing that loot and you had to take it perfectly intact and you can't make quota for this round unless you have that? I would hate to think that's the case. It's starting to feel like that. Check over here. Okay, that door's already open. That means the guy is over here, because if that door's open... Oh, this is going to be a very, very rough one. But I'm up to the task. I mean, 20 HP in a dream, it's not over until we see the game over sign. We will do our best. So that's all you can do sometimes. It's a teapot. It's Teapot from Beauty and the Beast. What is this? Oh, okay. I got scared. Is this a duck or a frog? I don't know. 13,000. I think we've made quota. Maybe. Pretty sure. As long as we don't smash this, we would have made it. Okay. 14,000. Oh, that vase will give us... Okay. Let's not be too greedy here. Let's go find the waypoint, which I'm expecting is probably over here. It's in one of these rooms. This also feels like this would be a situation... My phone just died. I can't... I'll have to look at chat a different way. This does feel kinda... That's a pipe. Or a telescope, technically. This does feel like a situation... Oh, hold up. Don't break it, dum-dum. This does feel, like I was saying before, a situation where there might be a loot box hidden in here too. There's a way the map layout is. Didn't we get our loot box at the beginning now? I don't remember if that was this rotation or last, because this one was pretty difficult. Well, let's not break that. Please, Dread, don't break that right now. I don't know. Ah, jeez Louise. Okay, it's this way. It's... The thing is, it's like an obstacle course right now. I mean, I can't complain. We've had some really good rotations today. I had fun with the matches. I can't say I disliked any of the matches today that we played. There was one that was, like, unfair, but the rest have been pretty fair. This one's been a tough one, though. This one felt more like we needed to do it with people. This map. I would love to play, but again, like, with viewers, I don't know because I've played random solos, so I don't really want to play with randoms. I prefer to play with, like, people I know. Because I don't know what they're gonna say, and, you know. In the days of streaming, you can never be too cautious. If an enemy, like, jump scares me now... Okay. Now we just gotta get back to base. Easier said than done. Or back to the van, I guess. Technically, not the base. Alright. Oh, I thought that was a cosmetic box. I was about to punch the air. I can't see. I can't see. Am I upstairs or downstairs? I don't even know. This is a failed run. Gotta get out of here. Damn it! I knew that was gonna happen too. I knew it. Because I couldn't see my hand in front of my face. Oh, man. That was... Oh... That was comedy gold. With that being said, though, that is all the time that I have for today. We have hit the 2-hour mark. It's 7 o'clock. I didn't realize it was already 7 o'clock. Time flies when you're playing Repo. Tomorrow, I will not be on Twitch. I'll be over on YouTube. We're going to be playing, most likely, Minecraft. I'm going to be starting a brand new world. Trying out Minecraft for the first time. So that should be an interesting experience, to say the very least. Then Wednesday, I will probably be back on Twitch. The plan right now, let me open up my schedule so I know for a fact. Ah, man, we almost had that run, too. That was a fun one, though. I'd said that was going to be a really difficult one because of the way the enemy placement was in the map layout. It was not ours to win. Let's see here. So, yeah, today we were playing Repo. Tomorrow, Minecraft, I'm going to be checking out, potentially. Wednesday, I'm most likely going to be playing Fortnite over here on Twitch TV. Then on Thursday, I'm back on YouTube. We're going to be checking out the new American Truck Simulator update because they've done some things. Changed a couple things up, and now they have apparently like a streamer-safe radio stations in the game. Or mostly streamer-safe, so I want to check it out and see how that works. Then on Friday, here on Twitch TV, we're going to be playing some Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Again, it depends. If I see, like, there's more interest on YouTube, I might switch one of the Twitch streams over to YouTube. So definitely make sure that you're subscribed to me over on YouTube. And if you watched this VOD and came across the stuff and you like what you saw, definitely consider following me over here on Twitch TV, giving me a sub on YouTube. All those things do greatly help in terms of the algorithm, as well as other things to allow me to continue to do this. With that being said, though, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for lurking. I do greatly appreciate it. Most importantly, I appreciate you, and I will see all of you for the next one. Till next time, guys.